Hi, I am J.K. Kumbar sir, assistant teacher in K.A. Bantiya Madhyamik Vidyalaya Naveen Panvel. In previous period, we have started the maths part 2, chapter 3, circle, and we have completed there practice set 3.2. Now we are going to learn next point, that is arcs of circle. Now draw this, see this figure and draw them. This O-centered circle. Line K is divided to this circle in two parts. Each part is called as arc of circle. Arc AXB and arc AYB are the arcs of the same circle. Now here the center side arc is called as major arc and other arc is called as minor arc. This is center side arc is major arc. This is other side arc. This is minor arc. Then we have seen the measure of arcs. Before that, we know measure of whole circle is equal to 360 degree. Then measure of half circle or semicircle is equal to 180 degree. These are the old concept, you know. And now third one, measure of major arc is equal to 360 degree minus measure of minor arc, or measure of minor arc is equal to 360 degree minus measure of major arc. This is already known to you. This is already known to you. If the line is passing through this way, this is center side arc, this is other side arc. This arc is called as major arc and remaining arc is called as minor arc. Name of arc is arc AXB and arc AYB. The measure of this arc is equal to whole circle minus measure of this arc. Measure of this arc is equal to whole circle minus measure of this arc. These are the simple formulae you write down and keep in your mind. Then we are going to see the central angle and central angle property. Central angle and central angle property. Draw once again one circle having center O. Central angle. This is center O. Draw this angle AOB and this arc is arc AXB. Angle AOB is called as central angle. Why? The vertex of angle is lies on center of circle. What is I am saying to you? The vertex of angle is lies on center of circle. Then this angle is called as central angle. Suppose this is theta. Means angle AOB is called as central angle. Then property of central angle. Measure of angle AOB is equal to measure of arc AXB. This is called as property of central angle. Draw this figure and write down this. This is the property and this is the definition of central angle whose vertex lies on center of circle. Then this angle is called as central angle. Now congruence of arcs. Congruence of arcs. Again draw one circle. This is teaching aids. With the help of this teaching aids, I can draw circle here. Take center. We have seen here congruence of arcs. Suppose this is center O. The point lies on circumference of circle. Congruence of arc. If the radii of circle is equal, if the radii of circle, you know the radii of all circles are equal in same circle. If radii are equal and measures of arcs are equal, then these two arcs are congruent. Means here arc AB is equal to arc BC. If the measures of arc are congruent, then these arcs are congruence of arcs. Then property of sum of measure of arcs. Property of sum of measures of arcs. If there is only one point is common in both arcs, then we can add the measure of these two arcs. Here in arc AB and arc BC, point B is common and therefore we can write measure arc ABC is equal to measure arc AB plus measure arc BC. Here in arc BCD, point C is common. Means measure arc BCD is equal to measure arc BC plus measure arc CD. This is the sum of measures of arcs. Means what is the principle? If there is one common point in arcs, then we can add the measure of these two corresponding arcs, such as measure arc ABC is equal to measure of arc AB plus measure of arc BC. Measure of arc BCD is equal to measure of arc BC plus measure arc CD. Measure of arc CDA is equal to measure of arc CD plus measure of arc DA. This is the measure of arcs. Draw this figure and write down this. This is also in your textbook also. Now there is two theorems related between chords and measure of arcs. write down statement only. The chords of corresponding congruent arc the chords of corresponding congruent arc of circle are congruent and then converse of this theorem. Corresponding arcs congruent chords of a circle are congruent. O-centered circle. Suppose these are congruent chords A, B and C, D. Here X and here Y. If these chords are congruent, then corresponding arcs are also congruent. If the arcs are congruent, corresponding chords are also congruent. The chords of corresponding congruent are circle are congruent. Means here, if chords AB is congruent to chords CD, then arc AXB congruent arc CYD. Here arc AXB is congruent to arc CYD, then chord AB is congruent to chord CD. These are the theorem. Simple thing, remember this: if chords are congruent, corresponding arcs are congruent. If corresponding arcs are congruent, then corresponding chords are also congruent. Very simple, no problem. Draw figure and write only theorem and converse of it. This is we have to use for the reason of some examples. Practice set 3.3. Practice set 3.3. Example number 1. Draw this figure. C is center of circle. Take point D, E and F and G on the circle. D, E, F. In figure, angle ECF is equal to 70 degree. Means measure of this central angle is 70 degree. Then measure our DGF. Measure our DGF. Is equal to 200 degree. This means DGF, this arc is 200 degree, and then find what we have to find, measure arc DE, and second one measure arc DEF, measure arc DEF. See how you can find. By central angle property, if the measure of central angle is 70 and corresponding arc is also same measure, means arc EF is also 70 degree. Then measure of this arc is 200 and measure of this arc is 70. We have to find measure arc DE, and this is the minor arc, and measure of minor arc is equal to 360 minus measure of major arc. Here measure arc DE is equal to 360 degree minus measure arc. Before that, first we have to find measure arc EF. Measure arc EF is equal to 70 degree by central angle property. Measure of central angle is 70, therefore corresponding measure arc is 70 by central angle property. Now measure arc DE is equal to 360 degree minus measure arc DGF plus measure arc EF is equal to 360 degree minus 200 plus 70 is equal to 360 degree minus 270 degree. 360 minus 270, 0 minus 0, 0, 16 minus 7, 9, and 3 minus 3 is 0, means 90 degree. The required answer is 90 degree. Measure arc DE is equal to 90 degree. Okay. Now second one, measure arc DEF. DEF, this one. Measure arc DEF. DEF is equal to sum of these two arcs, because point A is common in these two arcs. Measure arc DE plus measure arc EF is equal to, this is 90, this is 70. The sum of 90 and 70 is 160, means second answer, measure arc DEF is equal to 160 degree. Very easy examples are here. If you know the property and theorem, then we can solve any examples from this practice set 3.3. There are only 3 examples in practice set 3.3. Then we are going to see second example. Only one example is remain. You try to solve yourself. Now here we are going to see second example. Again, draw a circle, then draw equilateral triangle. Name of equilateral triangle is QRS. This is center of circle. I am writing here direct given. What is given? Triangle QRS is an equilateral triangle. In figure, triangle QRS is an equilateral triangle. And what we want to prove? Number one is arcs RS is congruent to arc QS is congruent to arc QR. Arc RS is congruent to arc QS is congruent to arc QR. How we can prove? Second one is also measure arc QRS is equal to 240 degree. In triangle QRS or triangle QRS is an equilateral triangle. This is given. If triangle is equilateral triangle, therefore chord QR is congruent to chord RS is congruent to chord QS, and therefore arc opposite arc of QR, corresponding arc of QR is arc QR, is corresponding arc of chord RS is arc RS, and corresponding arc of chord QR is arc QS, and therefore according to this sequence arc RS is congruent to arc QS is congruent to arc QR. By property or theorem of congruent chords. You know the theorem. If these chords are congruent, corresponding arcs also congruent. If arcs are congruent, then corresponding chords are also congruent. Here this triangle is equilateral triangle, means three sides are congruent, means three chords are congruent. If three chords are congruent, corresponding arcs are also congruent. This is we have to prove here. Very simple examples are here. Now second one is we have to prove this. Measure arc QRS is equal to 240. Let arc RS is congruent to arc QS is congruent to arc QR is equal to X, and therefore X plus X plus X is equal to 360, because sum of all these three arcs is complete circle, and you know the measure of complete circle is 360. X plus X plus X is equal to 360, and therefore 3x is equal to 360, and therefore x is equal to 360 upon 3, and therefore x is equal to 120 degree. This is x. But here we have to prove arc QRS. QRS, this one x, and this one x also. Arc QRS, in this arc R is common point and therefore arc QR plus RS. Now measure arc QRS is equal to arc QR plus arc RS. Is equal to 120 plus 120 is equal to 240. Measure RQRS is equal to 240. This is our second statement. Point R is common, therefore RQR plus RS, but value of X is 120 and 120 plus 120 is 240. These are the two examples from practice set 3.3. And now remaining only one example, you can solve yourself all these very easy examples. In next period, we will see next article. Okay? Thank you.